Hello everyone and welcome to Aiko's side of the internet. Now, unfortunately, Aiko can't be with us today because I've decided to do something a little bit different and talk about Palword, the TCG game. So I found this very fun and I can help teach some other people how to play it. So no further ado, let's get into it. So going through the rules and stuff in one of their build a battle kind of packs. It kind of seems very simplistic. They're all introduction and rules to the game. So first off, what I'll do is introduce the cards, some different things, and then maybe in a second video we actually get into playing. So here's the cards. So in each deck, you can only have 10 soul cards. So soul cards look like these ones. If I can get them in the right angle, so you guys can see it. So yeah, there's 10 soul cards in each deck. Now, soul cards, they go in their own separate deck. So what you do is you put most likely a separate either white sleeves on here or just a separate sort of sleeves that then your actual deck with all your pals and everything else. So now let's get to your actual deck. So your actual deck can only have two types of pals. So water pals, ice pals, stuff like this. So this here is considered ice or / water pal. And this here is considered a fire or electric or a different color pal if you were to say cross it over with Pokemon. They call it red and they call it blue pals, which makes it a lot easier to figure out. And these ones are, I believe, white pals. Now they can go in any deck. These are just the normal life counters that you get and material counters that you get. Now, the thing that I've actually noticed is if you play purple decks, a lot of the cards seem to get more powerful if they're at night. If you're playing with green types, you'd want more berries and stuff like that. With this deck, I'm not particularly sure, but it seems like with red, you want to get more wood, which would make your pals more powerful. Or with this deck, there's also weapons that make them more powerful. And with blue pals, it kind of seems like they have very good abilities to help your deck out. Preferably, if I can find him, one that just destroyed me later on, or earlier on, I guess you would say, is... do we have this pal in here? This one, Elfer Aqua. It's draw 2 cards, choose one of them from your hand, and put it at the top of your deck. And they use this one in succession with, and I don't think I have them into this deck. There's another card where you can pick up the top 2 in your deck. Sorry, I gotta move the camera. And then there's another card that can hit you twice. Now, I don't think I have that in this deck particularly, but we can go over that later if you guys would like to. And No, we do not have that. So there are also cards with this little fun star, if you can see that. So what happens in this game is you can get, your pal can either get hit and knocked out, or you yourself can get hit. If you yourself gets hit, depending on what the strike counter says, so if your strike counter says 3, like in this card, then your points, your life points, pretty much, might get hit, and it depends if that star card comes up. So in your PAL deck, you'd have over here, and then what you do once you get hit is you flip 1 up, since it's 3, and then you flip 2 up, and then you flip 3 up. Now, there's no stars here, so you'd get 3 lives deducted off of your 10 life points, like you'd have. Now, if you were to turn over this card, so if we go back, and they hit us for 3, and then say we'd pick up 3, 1, 2, 3, and it ends up like this with your star card, if I bring it into the camera, then what would happen is we take no damage. The unfortunate part, though, is that we just discarded a very, very, very important card. Unfortunately, you can only have 8 of these star cards in your deck, so choose carefully and wisely. Now this here, if you can see, that's how many souls that you need to pretty much, to put it in Yu-Gi-Oh terms, to summon this this PAL. So that's where these souls come in. So you need to get up all 7 of these souls in order to get 1 card. But as we saw before, some have 2, some have 1, some have 3. So really, it goes slowly at the beginning, but it doesn't go too slow at the end. It goes really, really fast. Now, on to field cards. Now, I haven't really played this, the red deck, so I mostly play purple, because I love purple. So this one here is sort of like a field card, and this one's called Stone Pit. So this one, it says, if I put it a little bit closer, first turn, assign 1 PAL, get 3 wood, and draw a card. So how this would work, oh, and then it says you can rest your standing PAL to assign it. So how that would work is, if we get rid of these souls, if you would have, say, this PAL in the active position, you would have this as an active. You play this Stone Pit to actually activate this Soul Pit, or Stone Pit. I play, you can see I play purple very, very often. You'd have to assign your PAL like this. Oh, and rest it. Usually I do this so I can actually read the card. And so now this PAL's all used up, but you also have this PAL or another one in the active. But now you can actually use its act. Now there are a lot better ones. I'm not particularly sure if there's a lot better ones. Here we go. Now this in here So as you can see, this kind of has a defense around this. So what that means is to knock out or discard this stadium, as you'd say, you need a more powerful PAL to actually attack this stadium. Now, purple has a wonderful one that it can put any PAL into the graveyard. I love that one, but this structure, I guess it's called the structure, yes, is good late game, not particularly early game. Unfortunately, I do not have any of the stickers for wood. Does not seem like it. That is unfortunate. So let's see if they have any other structures. Well, this is not... This one here, antique wood chair. So this one, it is a structure, so it stays on the field. And it's you don't have to assign a PAL to it for it to work. It just increases the attack of one PAL. Now let's see if I can find a PAL in here that actually is a one-timer. This one's crafting. So event cards. So these event cards can only be used for your turn. So say you used this Ignis Breath event card. It has a quick sort of event that happens. You choose one PAL and then it does extra damage. So as I said, that's kind of how your deck building goes. You want most likely a combination of structures, events, 8 of those star cards that I showed earlier, 10 souls. This one, gear cards work very, very well. And let's take out one of those gear cards. So, gear cards. Gear cards, they stay on your PAL until they're knocked out. And so, on your deployment of this card, you draw a card. And its act, once you rest this card, you can choose a PAL and get plus 200 until the end of the turn. Now, an interesting thing to this game as well is if you lose the game, or you'll lose the game if you deck out, like most games, you can't attack PALs that are in an active state. They have to be rested. So the PALs that have attacked and are rested like this, you can attack. But ones that are stayed, if they haven't, you can't attack those. And you can only have 5 PALs on the actual base, which makes sense, because if you have more than 5 PALs, that would get a little bit crazy. Anyways, hopefully you liked this quick run through of this game. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below, and I will get to it right quick. Hopefully next time I will actually go through the game or start a phase of the game with you, and let me know in the comments down below if this helped, or if you have any comments on if I got anything wrong. Other than that, have a great day.